Give me 16 reasons why people does not want to come to God and be reconciled to Him according to the Bible. Here are the 16 reasons why people might not want to come to God and be reconciled to Him according to biblical themes, with the corresponding verse texts included. 1. Pride. People often refuse to humble themselves before God. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Proverbs 16:18. But He gives more grace. Therefore it says, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. James 4:6. 2. Love of sin. Many prefer their sinful ways over God's righteousness, and this is the judgment. The light has come into the world, and people love the darkness rather than the light, because their works were evil. For everyone who does wicked things hates the light and does not come to the light, lest his works should be exposed. John 3:19-20. 3. Unbelief. Some reject God because they don't believe in Him or His promises. Take care, brothers, lest there be in any of you an evil, unbelieving heart, leading you to fall away from the living God. Hebrews 3:12. 4. Fear of judgment. Guilt and fear of punishment drive people away. They show that the work of the law is written on their hearts, while their conscience also bears witness, and their conflicting thoughts accuse or even excuse them on that day when, according to my gospel, God judges the secrets of men by Christ Jesus. Romans 2:15-16. 5. Self-sufficiency. Reliance on personal strength or wisdom instead of God. For you say, I am rich, I have prospered, and I need nothing, not realizing that you are wretched, pitiable, poor, blind, and naked. Revelation 3:17. 6. Deception by Satan. The enemy blinds people to the truth. In their case, the god of this world has blinded the minds of the unbelievers to keep them from seeing the light of the gospel of the glory of Christ, who is the image of God. 2 Corinthians 4:4. 7th, worldly distractions. Materialism and pleasures pull people from God. Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the desires of the flesh and the desires of the eyes and pride of life, is not from the Father, but is from the world. 1 John 2:15-16. 8. Hardened hearts. Repeated rejection leads to spiritual callousness. But exhort one another every day, as long as it is called today, that none of you may be hardened by the deceitfulness of sin. Hebrews 3:13. 9. Ignorance. Some lack knowledge of God's love and grace. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I reject you from being a priest to me. Hosea 4:6-10. Rebellion. A desire to live autonomously opposes submission to God. For although they knew God, they did not honor Him as God or give thanks to Him, but they became futile in their thinking, and their foolish hearts were darkened. Romans 1:21-23. 11. False gods. Idolatry draws people to worship created things instead. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself a carved image, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God. Exodus 23:5. 12. Hypocrisy of believers. Bad examples from Christians deter others. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you shut the kingdom of heaven in people's faces, for you neither enter yourselves nor allow those who would enter to go in. Matthew 23:13. 13. Fear of change. Reconciliation requires transformation, which many resist. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God. what is good and acceptable and perfect. Romans 12:2-14. Anger at God, suffering, or unanswered prayers cause bitterness. Then his wife said to him, "Do you still hold fast your integrity? Curse God and die." But he said to her, "You speak as one of the foolish women would speak. Shall we receive good from God, and shall we not receive evil?" In all this, Job did not sin with his lips. Job 2:9-10. 15. Intellectual arrogance. Some dismiss faith as irrational. For the word of the cross is folly to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God. For the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men. 1 Corinthians 1:18-21. 16. Love of darkness. People cling to hidden sins they don't want exposed. For everyone who does wicked things hates the light and does not come to the light, lest his works should be exposed. John 3:20. These verses highlight the spiritual, emotional, and intellectual barriers that the Bible describes as keeping people from reconciling with God.